You're listening to Faith, Stewardship, and Insurance, Protecting Texas Churches. The show that gives pastors and church leaders the clarity they need to protect their people, property, and ministry.
Welcome back to Faith, Stewardship, and Insurance, Protecting Texas Churches. I'm your host, Ron Wadley, with Insurance for Texans. Each week, we tackle the real questions and challenges Texas churches face with insurance, so you can protect your ministry with confidence. Last spring, a storm tore across the high plains and slammed into Amarillo. Pastor Mark's church took a direct hit. The sanctuary roof was shredded. Rain poured through into the old pipe organ, and water ruined part of their sound system. Like most pastors would, Mark and his board filed a claim and assumed the insurance company would step in and cover it all. But when the adjuster called back, the news was not what they expected. Parts of the property had been undervalued. The roof was paid on actual cash value instead of replacement cost. And the wind and hail deductible was so high, it wiped out half their emergency fund. What they thought would be a simple claim turned into a financial gut punch. And it's the same kind of surprise too many Texas churches discover after a storm. Here's the truth. Every church in Texas is exposed to wind, hail, heavy rains, and sometimes even tornadoes. Property insurance is supposed to protect your mission when those storms roll in. But if the wrong details are buried in your policy, you'll find yourself scrambling to raise money and pausing ministry plans just like Pastor Mark's church. Let me give you 4 things every church should know about property insurance. Make sure every building is listed. Don't assume detached classrooms, garages, or new additions are automatically included. If it isn't listed by name and value, it probably isn't covered. Know your personal property limits. Pews, sound equipment, computers, hymnals, those add up quickly. If your contents limit is too low, you won't have enough to replace them after a loss. Understand replacement cost versus actual cash value. Replacement cost pays for a new roof or new equipment. Actual cash value only pays for what it's worth at its current age. Roofs older than 10 years often get switched to actual cash value without you even noticing. Check your wind and hail deductible. Many churches don't realize their deductible has quietly crept higher. In Texas, this can be tens of thousands of dollars out of pocket. Some churches choose to buy a deductible buy-down policy to lower that risk. And don't forget about special property, stained glass windows, historic pipe organs, or expensive audiovisual systems. These often have sublimits or require endorsements for full coverage. The bottom line is this: guessing about your property insurance is not an option in Texas. You need to know exactly what's covered, what isn't, and what it's going to cost if the next storm hits tomorrow. Working with a church insurance specialist who understands Texas weather can uncover gaps and give you peace of mind. If you're not sure your church property is fully covered, don't wait until the next storm. Visit insurancefortexans.com to schedule a review of your coverage today. And if you'd like to go deeper into how to protect your church without the guesswork, grab a copy of my book, The Promise of Certainty, at thepromiseofcertainty.com. Thanks for joining me on this episode of Faith, Stewardship, and Insurance. I'm Ron Wadley, reminding you that protecting your church isn't just about buildings. It's about safeguarding the ministry God has called you to lead.
Thanks for listening to Faith, Stewardship, and Insurance. Until next time, remember, insurance isn't just about policies. It's about safeguarding the mission God has called you to lead.